of Love and Soap Studio. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make these adorable unicorn horn salt bars. So let's get started. All right, so this design is all about the mold. So this is the mold you're going to need, and you can find it on Amazon. I'll put the link. But if you are in our industry and you're a bath bomb maker, you've probably seen people using this mold to make their unicorn horn bath bombs. And so I wouldn't typically use a hard plastic mold with soap, but because salt bars get so hard so quickly, I think they're going to be pretty easy to unmold. Now we won't know until tomorrow, but I figured let's give it a shot and see how it works. So I'll put the link to the mold, but it's this, it's a popsicle mold from Amazon, okay? All right, so I've already got my oils and my lye solution ready to go. As always, if you're new to soap making, check out our YouTube channel, and there's a basic soap making series where you can learn in detail how to create your lye solution and how to prepare your oils. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So the game plan is to bring our soap to emulsion and then divide it out into 3 different containers, color them pink, purple, and blue, then add our salt and then layer into the mold. So we'll see how it goes. So let's get started. Okay, our soaping temps for this were around 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which is gonna, keep things moving nice and slow. We don't want to be too hot so that it moves quickly. So let's just emulsify this, and then we'll divide it out into 3 containers. Okay, try and divide it pretty evenly. You could weigh it if you want to be completely accurate, but you can just eyeball it if you want. Now, salt bars can move kind of quickly, so you don't want to take too much time. Okay, now we're going to color them. We're going to do about half a teaspoon of each color. Now you can make your colors light or dark. I do have some white here because I'm trying to decide if I want to do really bright colors or if I want to do like cotton candy pastel kind of colors. So we'll see what these look like. And the salt, will lighten them up a little bit, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's stir these up and see what they look like. All right, so I think those look good. And then we'll divide the soap between all 3. Again, you could weigh it if you want to be completely accurate, but I just eyeball it. It's not a big deal. Okay. And then mix those up really well. And they'll thicken up a little bit once you add the salt, but they don't move too quickly. Still nice and loose. figure out the order that you want to pour into it. So I think I want to do pink, which will end up being the very top of the mold, and then purple, then blue. So let's start with the pink, and we want to thicken it up a little bit so that it's going to support the next layer. So you don't want to pour it in too thin, or you're not going to be able to do layers. It'll just swirl, and then also the salt will just sink. So you do want it a little thick. Okay, so then we'll pour a third into each cavity, and then we'll just repeat that for the next two colors. So we might have a little left over, and that's okay. We can just pour that into another mold. Okay, so we'll thicken up this purple a little bit, and then gently pour that over the pink, and then do the same for the blue. Okay, that looks nice. Okay, so we'll bang this down to get it nice and flat. And then we'll just gently pour on top. And just leave enough room for the blue. Okay, and again, we're going to have a little left over, so you might want to grab two of these molds off Amazon. Clean it up a little bit inside where I have some dribbles. Okay. And the blue, we'll thicken it up just a little bit so that it suspends the salt, but you don't have to thicken it up as much because you don't have to put anything on top of it. So just a little bit. Okay. Bring those down just a little more. Now you could do, I'm only doing 3 layers. If you wanted to pour each color twice and have more stripes in your unicorn horn, you could definitely do that. So then you'd have like 6 layers if you poured everything twice. Totally up to you. All right, so let me scrape some of this out. Okay, and then just bang it down to even it out. If you need to get a spoon and kind of level them, transfer into the others, you certainly can, but that is pretty much it. So I can't really tip it over to show you, but I think that's going to look great. So we'll let it sit in the mold for 24 hours. And then, like I said, I don't know how easy it's going to be to unmold from here. But salt bars do get really hard, so I'm really hoping that we're not going to have too hard of a time. We might have to freeze them, but we'll see what happens. So I'll be back in 24 hours and we'll unmold these and see what they look like. So to unmold these unicorn horns, I did have to freeze them in the mold. So when you fill the mold, leave a little lip at the top, about 1/8 of an inch, and then that way you can freeze them. And then what I did is I kind of twisted the mold like you're popping ice out of an ice tray, and just kind of squeezed on each horn, trying to release them. And then I ended up banging the mold on a counter, and that's what finally allowed them to come out. So it is a little hard to get them out. This isn't something that's going to be super easy if you want to try this mold. It took a little elbow grease, but I think the results are definitely worth it, because these are some adorable unicorn horn salt bars. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. For more soap making tutorials, articles, design techniques, and recipes, please visit our website at lovinsoap.com. LOVIN soap.com. We'd also love you to join our Facebook group, Saponification Nation, where soap makers from all over the world come together to talk soap, share their projects, their beautiful photos, and what they're working on. So just go to Facebook, search groups for Saponification Nation, and we should pop up.